Right, hello guys. Just bought a couple of these from eBay. I'm going to show you how to make that into a ghost hunting EMF device. Now, I've seen these go on eBay as an EMF device for around about £30, between £30–35. I'll show you how you can make one for less than £10. £10. So anyway, that's what happens when it's hanging on your door. So that's what it sounds like. But when you modify it, it does go a bit more quieter. So I'll show you how to make this from this. It's quite simple. So first of all, I've got a 10mm green LED light, an extra piece of wire, and a antenna. Now, I must state that sometimes the antennas do get a little bit bent up when you put them in here, so there's a little bit of a tight squeeze. So anyway, first of all, you need to undo these screws. Try not to lose them like I always do. Now, I've cheated a little bit. What I've done, I've drilled a hole there so I can actually fit the antenna in. But before that, I need to drill a hole here, which I've got to do for the LED light. So get the old drill out. Where am I going to do it? Down here. Right. So now I need my scissors. Now I found that these scissors here are just really the right pair I need, because that's how big of a gap I'm going to need for the LED. So now I've made my hole. It's a little bit tight still. Let's give it a bit more turn. Need to get it in like so. There we go, nice fit. You're going to need a glue gun as well to fit the glue onto the LED, so the LED won't come loose. Like so. You got your LED coming out. Right, next is to fit the LED to this. I think it's negative, positive, so I'm just going to solder that on quickly. Just tack it on for a minute. So I'm going to have to put the battery back on. So I'll just tack that on for a minute. I'll do a better job of it in a minute. Just need to switch that on. Nope, so it's not actually got, hang on, the cable's come off. Didn't tack it on properly. Some of these cables I'm using ain't really good. They're thicker cables than I normally use. So try and get a decent amount of solder on your cables when you do it. That's tacked on. Now, that should set the LED off. Yeah, there we go. And also make sure that your screw gap there is not being covered by this, because you do need to get your screw back in. So let me tuck that back on properly. I'm going to put a bit more solder on here. Don't know why my soldering iron ain't working properly today. It should do. So that's just come off, so I've got to put that back on. And then the other wire. So that's on. Black is on. So what I'm going to do is just tack that down with a bit of glue. Don't really need it, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. Right, the antenna. Where's my white wire gone? Right. Need a new piece of wire. The thread just came out of that one. Right, so I don't need a full length of it. Right, now I'm going to solder. Put some solder in this wire, both ends. Right, get me aerial. And I'm going to solder that wire. Put a bit more fresh solder on there. I hate these wires, I really do. They don't seem to want to hold on properly. And that makes it a longer job to do. Right, so that's done. Now, I have seen people use this wire, but I don't want to be using that, because that's just too much wire there. So what I do is I just desolder that black wire. And after you've drilled your hole, that was hot, you squeeze your antenna in, like so, and just push that down there, like so. So what I've done, I've connected the LED to these 2 points here. The positive goes to the bottom, the negative goes to the top, and the antenna will go up here. solder that on. Like so. And with all this wire, and just tuck down now, out of the way. Like so. And then you get your lid. Actually, it would be better to actually hot glue the antenna as well. Another glue stick. Right, like so. Just try to pull it up a little bit so it's not in the way of the battery connector. Right, so now all you got to do is put the thing together. Make sure that that screw hole is clear. All my screws have got caught up. Oh, great. Gonna have fun guys trying to get this damn thing out now. Alright. Let's put your screws back in now. Like so. And don't get say, make sure that's clear. Because if you ain't clear, you could drill into the actual cable. You don't want to be doing that because you could short out the actual device. You just screw that all back together. Now my LED's just been pushed in a little bit, so it doesn't really make much difference, but I'm going to try to quickly reopen it and push it back down a bit. Before the glue gets too cold. There we go. So when you are doing this, make sure your hand's not in the way and it's not pushing in the LED. And hopefully it should work. If it don't, then I'll screw it up. There we go. Pull the antenna up. And that's it. You got yourself a nice little EMF detector. The LEDs I bought 50 for $5.99. So you're talking about £1. Let's turn it off. You're talking about £1 for the LED. The antenna, you can get two. Well, you can get a TV aerial from the Powerman shop, which has got two antennas on. So that's £1. And then you don't need a switch because it's already got a switch on it. So you're talking about a little piece of wire, a bit of solder, a bit of hot glue. Now let's say solder, 10p, a glue stick, 10p, and the LED £1, and the aerial £1. That's 1, 2, say 2.20. The actual these were $5.99. So that's 6, 7, so about £7.20. And I see these go on eBay for £30. £30. why pay £30 when you can buy one of these off eBay for $5.99 and modify it yourself for a couple of quid? It's just ridiculous on how people rip other people off. I know it's time, consuming to do it sometimes. With my first one, I messed up a couple of times, but I was able to get it sorted out, and I've followed my steps the way I did this one, but a bit more. How can I put it? I've done it a bit more kind of like sensibly, because this one I was trying to rush, this one I didn't rush. And when you're rushing things, you do tend to screw things up. They stand up quite nicely. You don't really need this. This is wire. And as you saw, I desoldered that. And they just usually hang that on the door handle. Now, if you wanted to, you could actually reopen it and put some proper string in, and have it still have it as a hanging kind of like door alarm kind of thing. But I'm pretty sure a lot more people will probably put these on the floor, on windowsills, on tables, on ledges and stuff like that. Door handles, how often do you really hear someone say that a spirit is like shaking door handles? Not many. So for £7, well, no, hang on, 5, 6, yeah, for about £7.20, you can build your own ghost meter EMF detector. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll catch you later.